Winnipeg, come out October 27th, Gas Station Arts Center, pull up. And then Saskatoon, November 4th, Regina, November 2nd. And December 9th, I'm coming back out to St. John, Newfoundland. Tickets at abbaswahab.com.
Baby, check out the FOMO Comedy Ontario tour. We're in Windsor, October 20th, Sault Ste. Marie, the 27th, 28th, Sudbury, 29th, North Bay, and then Collingwood, Stratford, Toronto, Ottawa. Check out all the dates. You can do it on my link tree there. Website coming soon, baby. Welcome back to another episode of the 27th edition.
Close, but ooh, I don't even want to say it. Logan Paul back out there. Who's he fighting?
Do you like him? Are you a fan of him?
The Paul brothers.
Yeah, pick
I
him.
like their hustle.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and Jake Paul, the way he's monetizing the freaking like clout.
He's kind of handsome too.
You can't hate him.
He's kind of good looking.
Both of them are. I think it's part of the appeal, right?
Yeah, those are the type of
It's
guys
like
you
classic,
see a weird haircut.
Yeah, they have that classic, in like Beauty and the Beast, Gaston, when he goes like, oh, I'm a, you know that? They got that classic look of like 80s, 90s.
That they've banged like 80 chicks, but they don't care about like diseases on their penis.
Yeah, they're the Paul brothers. They don't give a fuck.
Who's Dillon Dannis?
Brothers?
Dillon
Is that
Dannis,
the one that transitioned?
Yeah. He's actually he used
That's
to be
the
a
chick
woman.
now, right?
Yeah, he's actually going in tonight to the fight with tits, full set of tits.
Jesus Christ, God bless.
Dante probably knows a bit more. Dannis is just a guy that got popular because he started winning, or he won a few really big jiu-jitsu competitions.
Yeah, let's see a face.
And I think the whole thing, another thing is he would train
Double
with
D,
McGregor,
Dillon Dannis,
and you know when
double D,
McGregor did
Double D. Tits.
double did, yeah, we're geniuses, dude. We're comedians.
Took 6 minutes though. This
I
guy looks like he's ready.
I don't know what's going on with this kiss image over here. So you remember when Khabib and McGregor fought, and then they had that cage brawl after the fact?
Yeah.
Dannis is one of the guys that was in the scuffle.
No.
What?
Khabib is Dillon is the one Khabib jumped on.
Correct.
So he jumped from the
no
cage
way. On Dillon Dannis?
Yeah.
Because
he's
he was
like-
talking shit from the side?
And they got like really crazy. Like they all said like Khabib has like all these. He was a respectful guy.
Yeah.
He's like, don't talk about my dad. And
I'll
shit.
smash your face.
Yeah.
And he was pissed that McGregor was such a bitch and tapped out. He's
Yeah.
like, why not sleep, brother? Go sleep, brother. He's like, we came here for war and you tap.
Yeah, right.
So
you
he's
went English accent at the end.
Yeah,
there,
you
right?
sounded
Oh,
like
we
a guy
tap,
with
bruv.
a spear there for a second.
Tap, brother.
So this guy is like, he's in the McGregor camp.
He's
or some
kind of just
shit?
like a fringe guy. Like think of a guy in high school where, yeah, I'm sure he's just talented or whatever. He's a black belt. He's won shit.
Clearly the same tattoo artist as McGregor.
I
huh?
don't think this guy is. He can't. I don't think he can.
He
jump.
doesn't have the boxing skills of Logan Paul? What?
I doubt it. Yeah, like
Are they-
he's
what
just
are they
not a
doing,
boxer.
boxing?
The thing is, when you need to be boxing for a while.
I know.
You can't just be a good fighter and then go and be a boxer.
We've learned it time and time
Yeah.
again.
But I
Or you
think
can be a good basketball player 10 years ago
Yeah.
and go and be a decent boxer. That's man.
be a great janitor.
Nate Roberts, remember that knockout?
Yep.
Damn. You know the hood never forgot that knockout.
And remember he jumped over like Dwight Howard or something like that?
Yeah, but that's gone. That got canceled.
That's gone,
The
yeah.
punch cancel out every previous accolade.
dude, the way he fell too for that.
He was knocked out before.
Demoralizing. Before he hit the ground.
God bless him. The purse was probably millions.
What made
Good
it
money for him.
nicer for him is the fact that he ended up doing that to Tyron Woodley later, so it made it better.
Oh, I didn't even
Worse
know
for
he ever
Tyron.
boxed again.
Worse for Tyron, but it makes Nate look like it's
Nate didn't fight Tyron.
Okay, all right. I was just saying, I never
I don't even
heard
think that's legal.
from Nate Robbins again. I thought he died after that, to be honest.
Dude, would you be heard from after that?
Buddy, I would fucking hide my
Yeah.
face from the world.
So-
I mean, I don't box, and I lost in a boxing match, and I made millions. So it's probably not as bad as I'm saying, but it's just such a memeable, gifable knockout.
I don't know. Wait a second. You're in a grocery store and somebody just comes up to you and disrespects you like, hey, remember you're a
Imagine
bitch?
you're in produce, they go, like, you can have security and shit.
So one thing about Dannis is an interesting through line. Him selling the fight has been targeting Logan Paul's
Girl,
wife
yeah,
to be.
you tell me that.
Type
a lot.
this in. Nina Agdal. Agdal.
Is she still putting up videos like, I need dick?
So not now, but she's just like, he basically cornered a part of her character and is like exploiting the fuck out of it. But he's saying everything that he's ever posted is all public and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. It seems like it's gone a little too fucking far. However, it's made me very interested in the fight because it's like so much attention. If you go to his Twitter, Dannis's Twitter, it's like fucking exploding.
He's only going on her.
Yeah, like it's...
Go to his Twitter.
He spends a lot of time on her, not as much anymore because he's in a huge lawsuit with her where every single piece of content he's ever posted...
Make sure... Wait, scroll up. What do they say? Make sure those zips don't come near me during the fight. I'm not trying to catch something.
Like, this is his whole thing.
Why?
I bet this has fucking... How many views and shit?
Wow. That's crazy.
Like... I bet you refresh that, it's gonna his shit for some reason. They posted something, he had like 2 billion impressions. Like
no one is like, who's on the side of him? When
Dannis?
Like when you put up this photo, like put up one where it looks smutty or looks. It's the most wholesome possible.
Kind of weird because these.
And did he write Fight Day or is this?
No, this is Logan Paul.
This is Logan
his
Paul,
story.
and he's sharing
And so he
his Fight Day,
screenshots it and go, keep them lips away from me, bruv.
Logan Paul's promo for the fight is literally just calling Dannis an idiot, but it's not as exciting as what Dillon Danis is doing. He's in a full-on lawsuit where she's trying to get 125 grand per post for every post he's made. So I think it would end up being like $40 million if it's like seen through. So he has to do this fight.
Wait. Can you sue people on that?
She's
free
suing
speech
him,
or whatever the fuck.
Well, apparently she's suing him because it wasn't like a public post or something like that.
He's got info on her, I think. That
what do you mean it wasn't? It was a public post.
She was saying
that's what he's saying in public.
He hacked her, and got it from like a private snap.
Oh,
so
wait. Did he?
16.8 million.
Did he?
I don't know.
We don't know. It's just like that. It's all speculation at this point.
Gotta fuck him up. Wait. Wait. So did she?
That's hilarious.
Go up. Is these all her exes? Go up.
Oh, probably.
Just random guys.
No, these are probably exes for sure.
Was she with DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gotta fuck him up.
What's funny is every time that Logan Paul talks to him like publicly, he's like, "Your Twitter shit is good though. I hate you. You're fucking dumb." But he's like, "That is funny."
Then kicked his best friend off the podcast because his friend was religious. Wait, Logan Paul fucked his brother's ex-girlfriend. Then started a business with his brother's enemy. Then kicked his best friend off the podcast because his friend was religious. Then married a whore. He's really going in on this.
Yeah, he
And then in the
hates
middle of
her,
all
man.
this, he scammed all his fans with Prime or what?
No, it's called Crypto Zoo.
Oh, okay,
so Logan Paul made a game called Crypto Zoo. At the time, everyone going crazy about
Crypto.
NFTs and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like you played the game. The more you played the game, I didn't get into it. I think what happened was you had an animal. The more you bred an animal, it would give you more money. People lost a bunch of fucking money on it. Like,
Yeah, it just like didn't
Families
work.
were destroyed.
we're
You don't
talking
understand. We're
OSAP checks. We're
We're
fucking
talking
cash.
digital livestock.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing callback.
So
he
CoffeeZilla,
cuts this. Yeah.
you know CoffeeZilla
OSAP.
with
yeah, of course.
that guy exposed the scam like that it was.
Yeah.
And apparently Dillon Danis is a scammer too. Like all these guys are fucking
Of course, it's just
scammers.
opportunities to make money. Especially with, I love how the NFT shit came and went.
Yo,
Only
so-
God can judge me. You're a
You're a
whore. That's so fucking funny.
Okay, go to the most recent press conference. So I don't know if the fight's even happening because Dannis recently just threw a mic at Logan Paul. They had like a press conference, and it looked like it hits him square in the face. And if it hit him in the face, it's gonna cut him because there's that little square thing there. But what's interesting is Dillon Danis isn't like the type of fighter. Like,
You
would
gotta
a
be
boxer.
dressed like such a fucking
A dick.
Yeah, the way these things
Oh,
are
dude.
getting sold is getting out of hand. Did you ever see Fury's dad like flipping the table and grabbing his cock?
Fury's dad's a G. He knows how to fucking get it going, man.
Yeah, they're all doing that like old style Muhammad Ali. Look at how good I look. Like what does McGregor say? Look at me.
Nobody did
Look at
it
him.
better than McGregor, man.
Yeah, I know. McGregor was like it was enjoyable.
You're
to
40
watch.
years old. He's like making fun of him for what
And he
he's
like
wearing.
has proper 12 right next to him.
It's fucking amazing. Yeah, he got a little school bag on stage.
No, he could be.
He's like too-
He's like a roaster. Yeah.
He's like too high level with
He's
his
like
roast.
Trump. Yeah, he's like Trump
too
shit.
high level.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit where people sit at home and they think they sound like McGregor, and then they try to go do it, and they're like, yeah, you just can't, man.
So is he holding a prime?
He always does the Prime shit. Prime's not even his company. He's just an influencer part of it.
Oh,
it's
no
owned by
way.
these like Saudi dudes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, because that
just
makes
sell
sense.
it.
Because I was seeing the distribution of it. Like this guy said, it was in
Yeah.
fucking like the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Something people don't get is you can't to be like that high level distribution.
Yeah, you gotta literally be in bed with international commerce.
Right
you know?
there, that
Let's
mic
see.
throw.
Go back.
There's a couple angles of it. That one's okay, but that mic throw, it looks like it hits him square in the fucking face, and you hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'll see if I can find a better one. Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of a dumb move.
Well, no,
it is a dumb
That's
move.
a really dumb move.
That could have canceled the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Logan started it. So Logan stands up and he throws the mic at his chest.
Oh, gotcha.
And then Dan is like, it's right here, watch. He's going to throw it right at him. Kind of at his dick.
He threw the prime water at him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he dodged it.
He didn't.
He didn't? It hit him?
It hit him in the face.
Let's see.
Oh, I thought you were saying the prime. I don't think the prime. Yeah, this hits
Good.
him.
The mic hits him in the face.
Oh, that satisfied me.
Yeah, I know.
He fucking started
If you go to the comments, everybody in the comments is like, Logan looks scared, fucking...
Logan standing
He's
there.
standing nonchalant. He thinks his guys are going to help him. Like,
it's so funny. The arrogance of Logan to think he can just throw something at someone and then just walk up with no consequences. Yeah. When the security grabbed Logan, they actually prevented him from covering his face. Awesome job, guys.
awesome job,
You know, it's
guys.
bad when you have to root for Dannis. Billion beam that This shit fucking
That's the
cracks
other
me
thing
up,
is I
man.
don't think anybody likes
It's
either
all-
of these
man,
guys.
The internet culture of like internet
Comments?
influencers with boxing is this world that essentially Jake Paul kind of started, did he not?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Jake Paul
sure.
start-
Well,
like,
no,
I didn't know
actually,
about-
no.
It was him and KSI.
Logan Paul,
It was Logan Paul and KSI.
KSI had the first one.
Yeah.
Jake Paul took it to a different.
Yeah, because Jake Paul came and was like, "Oh, I'm fighting just not influencers, like anybody who's in a fucked up place in their career and anyone who has a name in any other realm of fame,
Yeah.
and the money can work, then we're gonna
What
fight."
kind of fucked Logan a little bit is so he fights Floyd Mayweather. That is supposed to be his Conor McGregor moment where he makes all this money.
Yeah.
I don't think he made a bunch of money. He still says that Floyd doesn't even pay him for that or whatever. But at the
What do you mean
time,
pay him for it.
I think he still said he's like in a lawsuit about it that he's trying to get the money for the fight.
Oh, because it's all through Money Mayweather Productions or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
he never got the money, huh?
Apparently, but McGregor obviously did because McGregor's literally now like so fucking rich.
No. What do you mean, McGregor?
McGregor fought Mayweather as well, and
I know.
that's what made him so rich.
I know, but I'm saying he didn't get the money.
Logan Paul evidently has claimed a few times that he hasn't received what he's supposed to get from that Mayweather fight.
From the Mayweather one. Yeah.
But at the time, Jake Paul also fights. I think that was the Ben Askren fight.
Yeah, I think the Ben Askren was a little bit before that. But
And the timing just kind of like muddied up what Logan was doing. And then Logan goes and injures himself in wrestling. So I think the whole plan here was that Logan was going to be like the boxing guy.
Yeah.
Because he still says that he's like the better boxer.
Yeah.
But Jake just, the timing and the fights, he knocked guys out. They were more exciting fights. You wanted to watch those. Like, this is not exciting.
knock guys out.
Yes. But like, this is not exciting. If you look at it, KSI and Tommy Fury, this doesn't really mean anything to me. I'll watch it.
What do you mean?
It doesn't mean
That doesn't mean more than the Dillon Dannis one?
No, I'm saying like these both don't mean that much. Like when it's Mayweather, it's like one of the most legendary boxers. You know, you want to watch that. When it's like McGregor, it's like, okay, what the fuck can they do? Diaz, I want to see them in the ring.
Yeah.
This is just like these guys are just doing this for money and they need my attention.
And they got it. Dog.
And they got it.
They got all of our attention.
KSI Tommy Fury, I'm way
I
less
don't even know who
interested.
KSI is.
He's just like the British Logan Paul kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like one of
Is he a black guy?
Yeah, black guy.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
one of the biggest YouTubers as well.
KSI.
Yeah.
You know who I Show Speed is?
No. You guys are in the internet fucking world.
No,
You've
man, I'm
gone
telling you,
down the
if you just see like any memes and shit, he's in them like all the time. It's just this kid who basically got famous for being a psycho on like,
this
live
kid.
stream. And he's just
So
famous.
that's KSI.
No,
that's
this
I Show
is
Speed.
I Show Speed.
Oh, so his name is I Show Speed. I've been seeing this kid. I'm like, who the fuck
Anytime
is
you hear somebody say speed or reference to that, it's this kid.
this kid's made like $1 trillion, hasn't he?
Oh, doesn't he make sense? And this is all he does. He literally just loses his mind. It's honestly like, I wonder if this guy's even able to be in public around people. Like, just in his room playing video games and doing this shit.
Oh, he's like a celebrity with them, huh?
Oh, dude, people are obsessed with him.
I Show Speed.
I Show Speed. He's obsessed with
Is he
Ronaldo
American?
too. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Buddy, I can't keep track, man. I can't keep track, and I don't want to.
You know why you can't keep track? Because this shit happens overnight.
Oh, I can't do it.
These
but
guys get these fucking huge followings overnight.
fuck this shit. What else is going on? Why are you fucking with your camera, dog?
Oh, I'm just stretching
You're
my
gonna mess up
stretching
the
my
edit.
goddamn flipper.
What else is popping, boys? What's
Jada
going on?
Pinkett, baby. Do you like Jada? Maybe this is just my character, but God, I don't like her.
No, I mean I don't
Hated
think
her in The
anybody
Matrix.
really does. There's something
you
about it
pull up
that's
her
there's something about
IMDb?
it that's off-putting. You know what I mean?
Pull up her IMDb. Why is this bitch famous? Is
She
it literally
always-
for dating Tupac?
It seems like she's always on a Make-A-Wish. You know?
She's bald. Oh,
She's still alive. God bless her. You know?
okay. Is that attractive to any man?
The one on the left there that looks like that movie Create. You know what? It looks like a
Chronicles
a
of
queen
Riddick.
of another dimension's
Yeah.
like empire, right?
Chronicles
Some
of Riddick. Like
Dune
that's who
shit.
Riddick talks to get
that
his
neck
eyes or some
is
shit.
that neck. I'm shocked is supporting the head.
She's cute there.
Oh yeah, I mean when she got hair. Hey, go down a little bit. Is that my girl?
Yes.
Wow, okay, I thought that on the left there. You know Samora Smallwood here, Canadian. She won best Canadian actress for some shit last year. I did some class with her. It looked like her over there. It was not. We are moving on.
Anyway,
Red Talk.
she was in King Richard.
The whole freaking Jada Pinkett Will Smith. That is just a freaking red flag of what that LA celebrity relationship is, man. If you're on both sides, that's why they say one headshot per household.
I think he legit loves her though, like a.
I mean, they've got
love.
a full family in decades together.
Yeah,
I'm sure
but
it's
I'm
not
saying,
some fake LA thing, but I'm saying they have grown up and developed that relationship in the midst
But
of
there's
the
a
fakest.
breaking point where
With
you.
every relationship,
But
though.
I don't feel like.
But they've
is-
televised everything. That's the thing. Everything has been televised.
That's the worst part.
And all the kids are in show business, I think, right?
Except for one.
the
God bless them.
daughter,
What are
yeah?
they?
I don't know.
She's like in philanthropy, right?
No, it's the guy. He's the oldest one.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we
the
don't
type
know
of-
him at all.
Huh?
We don't know him at all, right?
He
No, you
probably
don't.
had it the toughest, right? Because he's like the young. When
Probably looks exactly
when Will Smith
like
has
Will
that song, just the two of us. I put
We
you in the
can
car.
make it if
I've never
we
driven so
try.
slow. Remember that song?
This one.
Was
Trey
it?
No one
Was
knows
it
about Trey.
Trey Smith?
Looks like a
30
bouncer.
years old, huh?
Trey Smith looks like a bouncer. Dude.
That's his son, huh? He has 807,000 followers. We'll see what his bio says.
I love that.
Does
You
it just
get,
say
like,
Will Smith's son?
Yeah,
on top?
legit. 600 posts of just being
Trey
Will
Smith.
Smith's
Open
kid.
Spotify. See, open a Spotify.
Yeah, what are we doing here? We DJ? What do you think? Rapper?
I don't know. Let's fucking find out.
I'm going DJ. 133 monthly listeners.
Oh my god,
Dude, I am also a disappointment to my family.
Dude, if you type me in, I've got like 3 on my album.
Yeah, but your dad's
I don't
not
know.
Will Smith.
I know. I'm saying that, but he's
Jesus.
verified. He got the pull to get verified.
Christ.
Trey Smith, press play on one of these out of nowhere. The number one.
Yo, you think his dad helped him with the cover art? It's like, yo, Trey, I know a guy.
I know a guy.
You ever
You just see they hired Carlton. Carlton's always calling Will. Let's do something, Will.
Dude, remember the time when? Yes, I remember the day on set, man. Okay.
Buddy, they love it out there still.
Those 133
I
monthly
feel
listeners.
sorry for him because I heard him on a podcast. Till this day, no one knows his name. It's
Wow.
Carlton's name is what's it called? It's like a
Yeah.
very Spanish name. I want to say Giancarlo Esposito. Type in Carlton's name. But keep this going. Don't pause this. Keep going.
Juan Carlos Esposito?
Carlton's real name.
Yeah.
Everyone just calls him Carlton. And the
is
fact that
rough.
we have to Google this.
Something,
no, even it says Carlton Banks. Carlton fucking
Alfonso.
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Ribeiro.
This
Yeah.
guy's definitely Dominican, bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
But he's like a talk show host personality.
It was if
It's
he
a
was
great-
taller.
It's a great exit strategy for his. You could pause the music now.
Yeah, it's killing me all. It's killing us all here. No.
He literally, it seems like
not
there
bad.
is a music consultant that they have access to. He's like, I want to go make a track. That sounded like
If this guy's profile said Chicago Cubs 1985,
exactly
like
and he's just been drinking for 14 years.
this guy looks like a
Ballooned
fucking
up.
shortstop.
He looks like a good guy though.
Yeah, oh,
looks
yeah.
like a good guy at a
Happy.
party, but
Good family
definitely
man?
domestic abuse situation.
You don't think he's a good family man?
No, I think he's great family man. Like when you're at the family cookout, and then there's domestic abuse issues afterwards.
My girl told
That
me
smile, you know what I mean?
My girl told me Owen Wilson's a shit dad.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that. I loved Owen Wilson.
How
until
does
that moment.
your girl know inside info about his parenting?
I don't think it's inside. I think the internet. If you're in the internet, everything just
My
apparently
girl-
he's got a kid that he
Barely
gives a little bit to, and then a kid he's like estranged from.
type in, is Owen Wilson a terrible father?
Let's get
That's
it.
what this show is.
Who
at
do you
this
think's the
point.
worst? Who do you think the worst
It's just
Hollywood
celebrity.
dad
We might as
is?
well call the show celebrity reviews at this point. Yo, my girl, she goes, there's this new show. It's called, what the fuck was it called? Bargain. She's like, yo, I saw this ad for this show. It's apparently supposed to be great. I'm like, oh, someone said? She's like, no, just based on the poster. I was like,
I'm about it.
Apparently, I'm like, that's it. Just based on the artwork. Apparently, it's incredible. There was a 5 stars on the artwork. Is Owen Wilson a good dad? Pays child support, but hasn't met his daughter, Lila. Owen is
Yeah.
apparently a great dad to his
Estranged.
sons. He has maintained a warm and close relationship with their mothers. A source told Us Weekly that the paternity of unborn child was in question. Why hasn't Owen Wilson ever met his 3-year-old daughter?
Yeah, what's up, Owen?
It's
Imagine we
probably
just,
some
bring this
chick
to light.
that like fucking put a hole in the condom or
Imagine
some
she
shit, and
legit
he's
has
angry at
that
it.
nose though, and you're
No,
like,
she's a
ah,
cute kid.
come on. Like,
Aloha,
Owen.
she. What? Yeah, exactly.
No, like he's like, it's not my kid. It's like, look at the nose, dude.
Is that his?
The kink.
Look at the way she's holding up her baby.
Why
Like
do
it's
they
a
do
trophy.
that shit?
Look, the way she's holding up the baby, she's like, "This is money for 18 years. This baby's got me a G-Wagon." Let's see
It's
this.
like a sack of
According to
potatoes.
reports surfacing this, Owen pays $25,000 a month in support for
I love
Lila.
that.
He has also made a one-off payment of $70,000 to Veruen to cover things like a night nurse, labor coach,
To cover things like a night nurse.
a labor coach.
Dude, is there anything more terrifying than alimony payments?
I know, buddy. I know. Wait. No one really knows why. Blah 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 blah.
Like,
He
no wonder
changed his
this
phone
guy's
number.
in
He's never
Loki.
met his daughter, and he gives no heads up that he was changing his number. I'm sure there's some
I
background
love
to it, but that's
obscure
fucked up.
facts like that.
This type of shit is like the reason.
This is going to
that-
keep Owen Wilson on your TV screen for the next fucking while.
But exactly. That's
know?
why freaking De Niro can never stop until then. That's why Carlin had to drop a special every year. It's the same type of shit. And Carlin was IRS.
Alec Baldwin too, horrible dad.
But it's like, of course, but that's known. I mean, that's half the roast is about him being a bad dad. But like, at least he's met his daughters, right? But
Wasn't his daughter on the roast, too?
$25,000 a month.
Yo, what
Type
is
in the craziest
Yes,
alimony
I was just going to wonder that. What is the highest alimony payments in like recorded U.S. history or some shit?
and see if any of them committed suicide.
Is it Bezos?
How does he have all his kids are probably way over 18?
Well, no,
Alimony-
he's divorced.
Yeah, but that's done though. Like you don't pay.
Incorrect. Alimony is you got to maintain the same lifestyle.
Yeah, but she got 70 billion. What do you?
That's what I mean.
Need
That's what I
alimony
mean.
for?
That's what I mean.
You got
That's her alimony.
70
That's her alimony.
billion.
So that might be the most.
Okay, 10 Casey coats, 30 million. Okay, so this is alimony payments. It's a one-time payment.
Yeah, James Cameron had a crazy big
James
divorce.
Cameron and Linda Hamilton. Who's Linda Hamilton? The Hollywood
exactly.
pair were only married for 17 months. But it was during those 17 months that Cameron's mega hit movie Titanic was released. When the couple divorced in 99, Hamilton was able to claim over $50 million of the movie's billion-dollar bounty
as her own. Wow.
Yeah, see, it just...
Oh, I think Tiger's got a really
Steven
high one,
Spielberg. Hey, the directors,
Yeah.
they're on set forever. They're gone for months. They're
Yeah.
doomed. These niggas need prenups. Actress Amy Irving and director Steven Spielberg married in
Yeah.
85, divorced amicably. Note, it was amicable. 4 years later, the two decided to share custody of their son. And Amy received a hefty settlement amount of $100 million. Keep in mind,
Wow.
Spielberg's
damaging.
a billionaire, right? At this point, Spielberg's a
You
billionaire.
brought up a good point though. Like, how are you having a relationship with a director?
Yeah, it's just, buddy. I mean, when I was filming, what's it called? when I was filming Star Trek, when I was on set for one day, the main chick was Australian, and she has to be in Hamilton or Mississauga, wherever we shot it, 7 months straight. She has kids.
7 months
and she's
straight?
married. Yeah, 7
Damn.
months of shooting here. They're doing like 2 seasons.
It's like going to war.
And I'm like, I remember asking, I'm just like, and she's like in a trailer, and they get a hotel every night, but she's in the trailer all day. I'm like, so you just on like FaceTime every night? Or she's like, it's difficult. It's difficult. And I'm like, what the fuck is this life? For what?
You don't want that shit.
No, I never want that shit. I mean, if they tell me you're going to Siberia for a month to be in the next Tom Cruise movie, I'm like, I'll be gone. You know what I mean? But
7 months though, that's a long time. Holy shit.
I know. It's like you got to fucking Rupert and Anna Murdoch. Who's that? That's like
Fox.
tycoons, right?
That's Fox.
Yeah, global media tycoon. Oh, they even use the word tycoon. Rupert Murdoch, married first wife Anna, this 66, 32 years. When I see 32 years, you get whatever you got, you get.
That's your pension.
Yeah, exactly.
You worked as the wife, and that's what you get.
When Rupert agreed to let his ex-wife leave with 1.7 billion worth of his assets, 110 million in cash.
Jesus. Life.
17 days later, after his divorce, decree was issued. Rupert married his second wife.
He must have
with the most bulletproof prenup you've ever seen in the history of mankind.
He must have so much money to do that.
Type in Rupert Murdoch net worth, alimony tips. The best way to make sure the alimony payout you receive is fair. That's so funny. This is from the women's side. You know?
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? The best way to know if the thing is not like protect yourself, motherfucker. It's like, wait, let's see what it says. I want to, because you got to know what the enemy knows,
These
right?
women represent strength.
Yes, absolutely.
The perseverance you need to go after.
These are the world's strongest, most driven women here. How to make sure you get as much as you're worth. The best way to make sure the alimony payout you receive is fair, regardless of whether you are the payer or the receiver, question mark. That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
negotiate a prenuptial agreement before you get married. This document, which very few, if any, of the above celebrities had in place, can outline just how much spousal support will be paid in the event of divorce. A prenup can also delineate which assets are to be considered separate property. You may not be planning a career in Hollywood, but be aware that prenuptial agreements can be the best way to protect yourself, no matter how
you could
much
have stopped
is at
reading
stake.
a lot earlier. You like to read, though. You like to read. You're a reader on the podcast.
I like the sound of my own voice. I think.
Do, yeah.
I wanted to end it. I could tell you were inching in. I was like, let me read the last part.
Wait, we're just there's
already married.
I think it's like, unless it's Harry Potter. Well, you can't be reading it to people.
Get informed.
That shit's the most.
But I was literally
transformative
trying to learn.
life.
I was trying to learn this shit
About alimony.
Yeah, I don't know any about this shit.
Dude, I shouldn't even need to, you should be in the most happy relationship of your life. You're like, this is so far from me. I'll never get divorced.
I don't think like that at all. Buddy.
I think this is the smartest way for anybody to live your life. Imagine marrying somebody rich as shit. You get to enjoy the life with them,
and
then
whenever
you
you're
leave
fed
them,
up,
you get the lifestyle still.
It's insane. What marriage is insane. What I don't understand is how prenuptial agreements are not like defaulted into your marriage contract stuff.
What's a choice?
Like marriage is like by default, it's like a 50-50 thing, right? Like, why can't there be like, all right, in the event of divorce, what is the percentage of spousal support? Like, can it just be a fucking thing right in the thing? Why does it have to be like this crazy lawyer thing?
Because it's all tied to your quality of life. And you can't get somebody.
That's a dangerous. That's subjective as fuck. Exactly. When you say that, lawyers foam at the mouth when they hear that shit. The subjectivity of it is so dangerous. What is? She became accustomed to Learjet travel exclusively.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yes. You can't get them accustomed to
She's grown
Learjet
accustomed
travel.
to yachts in Monaco,
dude. And the judge sees that, he's like, well, the bitch is
the bitch has been to Monaco. She's got all the gram is Monaco.
You just can't watch Roland Garros front row and go backwards.
I cannot sit at the 200s. She seats at the 200s, sues him for emotional damage.
She has like a sunburn because she sat up there.
After I sat there, I could not sleep.
Dude, that's literally what happens. They look at your life and they go,
your time.
Are you making this person's life that much more fantastic? You have to keep doing that.
15 celebrities. Do you remember the craziest one was remember that the Moroccan soccer player? No. Who got married to like some like sexy chick. And 3 months later, she's like 10, 15 years older than him.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the young guy?
Yeah. Really young guy.
Yeah.
And she tries to take half.
And it's all his mom's
It's all in his mom's. Mama's boy paid out.
He was a genius.
Nick Cannon pays more than $1.2 million each year in child support. That number will likely be growing as his eighth child is on the way.
This guy just loves he loves it though.
He loves busting inside. Yeah, Britney Spears pays Kevin $20,000. I applaud that. There's nothing wrong with that. No. Anytime I see a guy getting paid, wow.
Britney's cool.
Eddie Murphy's father of 10, and one of those children is his daughter.
It is kind of weird though that this happened like this.
He had a daughter with the Spice Girl.
Yeah.
Did he? He was determined to be Angel's father. Eddie paid $25,000 a month. Who was also ordered to cover the daughter's health insurance. In 2010, Mel went back to court asking for more money as her financial situation had changed. Let's see a picture.
You don't know
of Mel
what she
B.
looks like?
Is she the black one?
Yeah, Mel B, baby.
She was the naughty one, right?
I
That's
can't
what they
remember.
said. Like she was the bad one.
What was her?
Which
what
is
was her-
racist as fuck.
Mel B was sporty.
Mel B with
Scary
with
Spice.
Scary.
That's so racist.
Yeah,
Type in
so
Mel B
racist.
with Eddie Murphy.
Scary.
She's
Spice.
still fucking killing it. Look at her.
Yeah, I mean, back don't crack.
There you go. Did you say back?
Black?
No, you said back, but okay,
Sure, we'll take
say
it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
And
the
that
short
could-
hair. I can't.
Yeah, we're at the top with the baby right there with the child.
She looks like she was in a Porsche driving 200 kilometers an hour.
Eddie Murphy is caring for a child Angel while her mom Mel B recovers.
Camera angles or everything that makes Eddie Murphy look like 5'4".
I know, right? It's like, can you bring that motherfucker down? Look up at it. Eddie Murphy in new memoir, top left corner. I love these like TMZ style. Like that is bright flash. You could see it in his glasses.
yeah.
It is through the car window, right past the driver.
Like, how is-
yo the driver never existed?
Was
man.
that light attached to a stick in the
Jesus
car?
Christ, look at how lit his neck is.
Christ. Yeah, his head is
And
a
he
different
looks like
shade
he
of
fucking
black.
hates them so much.
Dating Eddie
dangerous
Murphy's
game, man.
dating Eddie Murphy's probably like you just throw a sand timer upside down. You're like, how long were you on this ride for?
I mean,
baby?
that's DiCaprio. I mean, he's got 9 kids with 1 chick or some shit, right?
Who?
Eddie Murphy.
Would you do that? You got that much money? You just having a bunch of children?
No, I wouldn't. I would love like a family, but not like.
How big you going?
I couldn't see myself having more than 3, max 4 kids.
Yeah, it's
just
a
because
lot.
I grew up with 6, but we grew up like pretty broke. So it's like when you have like a family, like when I see LeBron shit, I'm like that's goals. You know, they're all like dancing together, and they all have walk-in closets. They're like
yeah,
all their
yeah.
walk-in closets meet at the pool or some shit. Like, and they all do like a TikTok video every day, and everyone high fives.
The
and they
closets look like stores.
They go kill. They literally do. There's tags visible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I think that level of wealth where you're just like your kids are raised by nannies, that fucks you up. But I think 2 or 3. 2 is like obviously in this world you want to say 2, but 3 is sick too.
Yeah.
2 is even a lot too, man. Fuck. One job
No,
is just a lot.
1, like you can't have 1. I don't get people that just have 1. Like you're gonna literally just have an only child.
Could
I
be
don't
more
get that.
financial for those people.
But still, I mean, you got the stroller from the first one. You got the like it all. 2 is when you really reap the benefits of all the investment you have to make.
Yeah. But
And
it's the
you have
thing
another
is-
fucking like when we had that second
2
dog, I'm like, man, you gotta have 2 dogs.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think with 2 children, you start to get into like, fuck, if these both want to play sports or some shit,
It doesn't matter.
it gets heavy.
You have a kid isolated in like childhood alone, so now everything has to be play dates, blah blah blah. You have another kid with them now. They're
Yes,
having that
yes.
socializing experience. You
I'm
have
just saying,
siblings, right?
it just
Yeah, I have
makes
2
sense.
siblings.
Yeah. See, imagine you came up like I have only child friends, and like
Yeah.
they were just
You don't
like.
even talk to them anymore.
I mean, I have fucking 5 siblings. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like we're like strained a little bit, but everything is coming back together. But it's like
No,
a
I'm
weird
just
childhood.
saying, like, for people that have 1 child, it's probably like money. In the beginning, you're right. You get to benefit all.
I think
that.
that's
You
the
get stroller.
dumbest. I think that's just a poor decision to just be like, kids are just gonna have 1. It's like, okay, I get that, but it's also like
I don't know. I don't think people think about it as much of like the life you're going to provide for your kid. Like, if you have 2 children, it's a huge. Like, what if both of those children are boys and they both want to play like hockey? Hockey is like expensive as fuck.
then show me some fucking skills at the free
No,
hockey thing,
you
and
can't
then we're
do
gonna
that.
get there.
Yeah,
You're
that's-
so
that's how it
Canadian.
works.
I don't know
Yeah.
anybody I grew up with that was like they just wanted to play hockey. It's like that one.
Yeah,
joke.
but when your kid's 4, what are you gonna be like? Oh no, you have to just demonstrate that you're good at hockey. It's like you got to start somewhere. It'd be like
if you are 4 and you really want to play hockey,
they all do.
then
No,
you
they
can
don't.
fucking make it work.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't want to play
Then you
hockey.
can make it work.
Kids,
Then you can make it work. As a
any
parent,
sport they want to play. Like if they both
Go
want
to
to
play
play
it
baseball
against
or
sports.
something.
You don't
there's
need, you
not.
don't
That's
need
not
new
breaking
gear.
you as a parent.
No, it's just
It's
just
making
a lot.
things more difficult.
It's
But
a
that's the
lot.
nature of it, though.
That's what I mean. That's why people, I think,
Getting on one knee, son. I can't afford the setup, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna play road hockey. I'm gonna go get you the net. We're gonna play
No,
as much as
no,
possible.
no.
And as
You're
soon
just
as I
the
put-
worst at it.
no,
What?
how
You
exactly?
wanna be in the
this guy,
league.
a tear almost fell from.
You
this guy.
wanna be in the
You're
league.
thinking Canadian dad, like put him on ice when he's fucking
You're
won.
Canadian.
That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to create a Sidney Crosby. Like
No. I was just saying in like in
Arthur
a
Ashe
real world example, my hypothetical, like if you had two kids that want to play hockey or two kids that want to play baseball, like it's a lot.
No, you're thinking Canadian dads that want to breed a hockey star. So they put them on the ice. A lot of small towns have that. They put them in hockey as soon as possible.
Incorrect.
And
I'm saying
it's
not the kids being like, if your kid's like 8 to 10 and they just like, hey, I want to play
You just
hockey.
said 4.
But what happens?
Or even 4, it doesn't matter.
If
you have 2 children playing hockey at any level, it's expensive as fuck.
But what if the 2 kids don't want to play hockey? Then it's
awesome,
financially
yeah.
sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for one
But I'm
sport.
saying
You want to have 2 kids? Buddy, what if they both want to play hockey? Are you stupid? Have you even thought about it?
I'm just saying, kids do shit. It's expensive. Like,
No, I promise you, bro.
can't
I
just
get what
have
you're saying.
yeah.
But
It
you gotta
sounds like you don't
understand.
get it at all, but I
came
appreciate
up
that.
in Sault Ste Marie. Among the
No,
whites,
kids-
for me and this
dude,
guy, I have
kids-
never in my
kids
thought
do
been
shit. Like you're
No, they
out of your
do.
mind if you don't think this.
I
Buddy.
get it, but
Like if 2 kids play baseball, for example, and they both travel in baseball, that's a huge undertaking.
But you're
if your kids
assuming
do
that-
any
No,
sports
but
at
you-
all,
I understand that.
it's a huge undertaking.
So what? So I'm just
I'm not saying
gonna,
it makes kids off the
so-
table. I'm just saying that most people that are like, if you see a one,
So you're like, fuck these
it's
kids. I'm
hard.
gonna keep focusing on myself and just being
No,
It's a
I'm
richer
just,
life.
No, you're
So
just
it's-
actually what I'm saying. I'm just saying in a world where what we have, it's hard to have
of course,
2 children.
But comedy is hard. You got to get up every day. But there's fucking fruit at the end of your labor, though. That's the same
but
shit with family, dog.
Kids
Yeah.
are. It's the thing with comedy. It's like
You don't want kids?
not that I don't want kids. I just they're a lot.
No,
I don't
I
want to.
of course. There's no one is fighting you on that.
I'm not the type of person that I would just have kids. I need to be like really prepared financially and shit.
Nah,
And
I actually want to have kids as soon as possible because I don't have a lot of money, and I think having a kid in a close space where you're all like you're not money. I think that's the best thing you can do because I've seen people who came
Maybe,
up
man.
with nannies. Like I've dated girls who they visit their nannies and their relationship with their nanny is better than their mom, and I never want that.
Yeah, but
and that's what happens when you got so much money and you got to keep the machine going.
But like, first of all, that's a crazy.
no, that's so common.
No. Listen.
More common than 2 kids playing hockey.
No. Listen. Having money to like support your and having nanny, that's a very different thing. I'm just saying, like, being able to be like, we have money, I can afford my house, I can afford my car, like that's fucking hard to do.
I know.
And
But kids
have
have-
a kid. Like my buddy's going through it right now. He has a house in Ajax. He's a car. His wife works for Shopify or something. He has a really good job as an animator, and it's fucking hard.
It's hard.
Like,
I know it's hard. I know.
and
Half my kids. Half my buddies have kids.
I'm the type of person like I would not do well if it's like paycheck to paycheck and the kids.
Oh, I know.
You know, it's hard. Like
I
it's
know.
just fucking stressful.
But I think that the,
Plus, you got
the
to be
universe
a
serves
good
up.
kid, a father to this kid.
I think
But
it's easier than we
think
make it
one
sound.
thing with what Abbas is saying is if your child is raised in the struggle, you know, it's going to be...
They got to taste
Maybe,
it. I don't
man.
want
You
to
don't
just
know
be
that.
a millionaire.
You don't know that. What if your kid's raised in a struggle that makes their life harder? They're like, oh,
It will make it
I
harder.
hate this.
Yeah,
And
But it
they-
builds character, though.
Maybe.
But when it's harder,
It will build
become more
character. I
It
resilient.
has a potential to build character. Will it? There's so many factors.
I get it, buddy. I think you're just
I'm agreeing
anti-kid at this point.
No,
and that's
no.
okay, man. We don't have to agree,
listen,
baby. We ain't having a kid together.
That's just
like,
the psycho shit people say when anybody who says, yeah, I think there's a lot more factors to having a child. Like, think about this just as a fact. People that just bring kids in the world, it's hard on the fucking economy, for God's sake. Like, there's support. You get money having a child. Like, the government gives you
I
fucking
know.
money.
Child benefit. You
Yeah.
think I don't know about that? Immigrants, that's their whole income is child benefit.
That's
bro.
what I mean. So it's
Having
like
6
there's
kids in 3 years.
And as soon as anybody starts saying like, there's like a lot of factors, like, yeah, just a lot of factors to having a child. As soon as somebody says that, you're anti-child, man. It's like, no, it's just I don't know.
Anti-child? No, that's crazy. I never said that.
There's
shit.
so much to it. I'm the type of person like I wish I should just have it.
Yeah.
But it's I think
So,
too much about
My
it.
priority above all else,
Baby?
is having a kid as soon as possible. In the sense that I want to minimize the age gap between me.
Like if
and
you had
my
a kid this year, you're down for that.
What do you mean down for that?
Like if you could have a child this year, would you do that?
well, it's impossible because the year's almost done.
Call me 12 months. Like in 12 months, would you have a child?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my God.
100%.
That's so crazy.
Don't be surprised if I do. I promise you, don't be surprised if I do.
That's insane.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, and I'm like so amped about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy
I
for
literally
you.
just went to my buddy's his daughter's first year at birthday, and I was sent him aside. I'm like, "Is kid expensive?" He goes about 200 a month in diaper, 150 in formula. It's not that bad actually. Like, I'm like, oh, it's obviously
It
the
is,
whole thing around it gets expensive, but having this dog has made me realize having this dog is so much more responsibility in my life.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so much richer, man. Like, if I don't have the dog or if he's gone or something, I'm just like, yo, I don't care about the money I spend, all that shit. Like, it's the best. Now I just want a fucking family unit, dog.
Yeah. Even I have a friend who's like just a year older than me. His daughter's like 1 now. And I'm like,
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
Like, my buddy had 2 daughters when he was like 25, 26, 27. They're like in first grade
Was
now
he trying to
and shit
be?
like that. No, he's like, he had a proper job. But like, so he's been working like corporate style. Like, he's at a dealership, so he's been fine for a while. But like, it's funny now they're like in first grade and shit, and you're like, yo, that's fucking sick. That's like,
Yeah, the kid part of it's sick. It's just God.
but I know it's a lot. It's a lot, especially
If you
we're
did
all
the
in
fucking
cities and shit.
spreadsheet math on
it's probably terrible.
you'd lose your mind.
But I think if you only look at it like that, though, you do yourself a disservice. I learned that from the dog, not from like thinking about it.
Yeah.
Firsthand experience. The love is
a
amazing.
balance.
Question for you, like, at what level do you say to yourself, like, okay, I'm at that financial point where you can have kids? Or
it's
have
just
kid.
that's the easiest part of it.
I'm
you
saying,
can
what is
see.
that level?
Just
for
being
you?
comfortable, not being uncomfortable. When you can be like, yeah, I could afford a car that I shouldn't buy. Yeah, have a child. Stop fucking buying every new Audi, you piece of shit. Like, do it then. But if you're like, I'm paycheck to
But get a
paycheck,
couple
and if
Audis
I
first,
don't,
though.
and if I don't do the next job, like I don't have money or like that type of scenario, sure, it puts people into that where they get that fire in their stomach
Yeah, I
and they
love
make
that.
shit. But you know how many stories of people you don't hear that scenario happened to them and
ruined them?
It ruined them. There's
course.
like 4 people that make it amazing. It's great. I love those stories too. I'll watch that movie every day. But the reality of life is 95% of people fucking struggle and like fail and
Not 95. 95% struggle, but not fail. Maybe
fail. I mean,
40%
I guess what
struggle.
I mean by fail is like, are really people doing what they want to be doing? Like, and a lot of it is, I had a child, and like, I come from a parent where having me was a fucking strain on my mom, and like, she loved me, she gave me the best life ever. I had a good, like, it was great, but like, I could see how,
Of course.
it's just like maybe that's where all of this comes from. I'm very cautious of it, too cautious. I agree. You should jump into it, but that's where I think.
But like I said, even though I had it shitty, at least like they're around and shit like that.
Yeah,
and
of
it's like
course.
I'm in like in a big group because I have friends who's fucking like Steve-O, the guy that crazy like adrenaline junkie, all this shit. His dad was like the CEO of PepsiCo, was CEO of crazy corporations, traveled constantly.
Yeah, I
he never
remember.
saw his dad. You know what I mean? And I grew up with kids like that, like the ones that like never saw their parents and they were living in a fucking huge house. Some of them have come back to the good side, but some of them have died of cocaine overdose. Rich families always have a child that has a early cocaine overdose death.
it makes sense.
Or their relationships with their nannies are way better, or they don't really have a relationship with their family, with their parents, like
I would
you
even
struggle. So
I would even
I'm
argue
saying,
that.
I think there's value in that.
I would even
there's
argue that
value
if
in
you were that rich, though, I wouldn't have kids at that point either. I'd be like, can I take care of this person? Like, I'm rich as fuck. Sure, I have the means, but like, do I spend time? If I look at my day and I'm like, from fucking 8 to 12, I'm in Dubai. I'm like, I'm not having a kid.
I know, but at some point it just
The hell?
becomes it's all empty. You're like, what am I
I think
doing
it's
this
ego
for?
too. If you're so rich, you're like, how is this going on? I gotta give it to somebody.
I think the fucking whole point of life is to propagate and die. Get the fuck out of the way. That's the species. That's how I look at it. Propagate and die. That's it.
And
We
teach.
overthink. And,
I think it used to be.
No,
for
it still
sure,
is.
yeah.
We're just in the mindset like, buddy, but now it's 2023. We got to know. We're going to be here like probably at least 100,000 years after we die. We're just here to have a kid and get the fuck out of the way. That's the whole gist of it. But in the meantime, have fun. Make a living out of what you love if you can, which what we're doing.
But
so
if
that's
you
amazing.
don't have a kid, like what? Oh, like you said, however many. Imagine
Some
like a
people will
billion
not,
years.
because some people will have 6 kids. So some people can't have kids, so
Sure,
we keep
yeah,
things
yeah.
in balance. But like, I want to have a kid. I don't want to just be here like, what am I doing today? Me.
See, here's the thing though. That's just like your. Like if you talk to Che, he's like, yeah, fucking great. No child. And people are always like, well, what are you going to do in your 70s? Like, I don't know, just have a good time, like do my thing.
Oh, God bless. That's him. I'm not saying for everybody else.
I know.
For me, my DNA, every day I wake up is like, have a kid.
One thing that's appealing to me
Have a
about
kid. It's in the DNA, right?
one thing that's appealing about the child is when you are old as shit, having somebody that takes care of you.
No, but that's not how I look at it. Because now my dad is literally fucking stroked out at the house. and because he didn't financially
And
put
you're
himself
supposed to
in
be
a
there
good
today
place.
at 11?
Yeah, exactly. Because he didn't put himself in a good financial. We have to be in the house like hospital bed. I don't want that for my kids. I don't want kids to be like, oh, someone's
Taking
gonna take
care
care.
of you.
I'll have the money for like a team to take care of me.
interesting.
I want kids because like, yo, now you get to fucking have the childhood you wanted through them. Right now, you get
They
to
have to
build
play
a
hockey.
unit. Now you get your little version.
Yo, your
right?
kid's gonna score some goals.
Imagine 5 years from now, it's like, fuck, man, both my kids want to play hockey.
Dude, they probably
I should
do.
have listened to politics.
Think about it. Wait, is she Serbian?
She's Serbian.
You're black. Yeah, of course they're gonna want to play hockey.
Basketball,
Dude, they're
hockey,
already
something.
ready for the cold with
It's
Serbian
either hockey
genetics.
or fucking militant operations. Or
would
military
would
coups.
you tell your son, you got to go to the Navy, son?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
You got to sail.
my buddy, my
you have to say
You have to sail.
yeah, I didn't sail.
I didn't sail.
Please sail for me.
I
Fred.
only had you to relive my opportunities.
No, once I have money, once I have like money and like 10, 15 years from now, I'm going to learn how to fly like a Cessna. I'm going to learn how to sail
What's a Cessna?
It's a small plane.
small plane, like propeller plane.
Little Cessna.
Little Cessna, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 172.
Dude, you got a fucking aviator energy about you.
Yeah, like, you know why? Because my brother who's deceased always wanted to be a pilot. He was obsessed with being a pilot. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to do this for my boy.
Yeah.
But that,
Cessna.
yeah, fly a Cessna. Look at the Cessna 340. How sick of a thumbnail is that? Whoever did that?
Yeah, that was a good
That's
thumbnail.
great, huh? But like, I want to learn, and because of the Navy I fucked up, I want to learn how to sail, like proper sail.
Yo, can you take apart a gun and shit?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How good, though?
Like now with a blindfold, with a manual,
instructions. You can do it with a YouTube
with a
video.
series of very clear instructions.
Like a
Yeah.
Lego piece. You come back once a week.
Wow, he was in the military. He served.
Jesus.
But I just think that'd be sick because you could do that with some hours, and just obviously sailing is like I feel like I'm supposed to do that shit.
One thing I will say about the kids though is you having it and having to figure out, I think, is always a better scenario than, oh, let's plan to be ready. Like there's no such thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't predict life.
You can't predict life. Like most people, they're like, well, we just fucking
if
have
you
to
are,
do it.
No, you're right. I am paycheck to paycheck, and I still want a kid because I know deep down that the moment I know like she's pregnant or whatever, we got 9 months. And that's so much time.
9 months to go hard.
I could tour the country 2 times in 9
months to
months.
go hard.
So I'm like, yeah, there's so much fucking runway for you to figure out your shit. So I'm not too worried, but like right now I'm not in a point where I'm like financially like, yo, I'm good to go. But like I know, like I said, you got a good countdown.
Dude, that would be like a fucking study. Like you get me in a room, get you in a room. You're like, look at like what you have. You'd be like, well, what do you want? You're like, I want a child and all these things. And like, yeah, you look at the next person who's like fully equipped. Somebody that might be fully equipped for it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm ready. It's like, what is that?
I know I'm
interesting.
ready. Seeing my buddies who have been
Yeah.
solid parents when they were 25. It's easier than you
No,
think.
the parenting
Just be
is
there,
fine.
Be
That's
decent.
not the hard
It's just
part.
I gotta deal with the anger inside. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's the only thing. Sometimes I do some shit. My girl's like, you gotta fucking handle that shit. I'm like, I know. If she's pregnant, I'm just gonna I get a therapist immediately. It's not even a financial anything. It's like, oh fuck, you got 9 months.
He's gonna go hard in therapy for
Put
9
this shit
months.
to bed. Put this shit to bed.
You snap? Like, what's your thing? You just like, you clap your hands a
I
lot?
just have. I'm a clapper.
Yeah.
You've heard me clap.
You're a clapper.
Smack my chest, etc. It's monkey shit.
Smack
Don't
my
comment.
chest.
Look at that bottom left one. That's sexy. I feel like Tom Cruise is in that.
What the fuck is that though? Honestly, where you're just like, you could have
Sick.
nothing and you'd be like, yeah, I'll take this on. It's just like, I don't understand that. That is like a mental block for me.
No,
Because I think that we're
Step
just a
into the
fucking
unknown.
animal, dog. We're just an animal.
Yeah.
Have some kids and die. That's
'Cause
all it really
think of
is
it.
about.
10,000 years
Doesn't
ago.
seem like it's all. It's
They didn't
That's
have
my
jobs,
DNA
they didn't
tells
have
me
all
that.
that stuff, right?
It tells me this.
It's all in the DNA,
And they
Playboy.
still
And
had
what?
kids. No, I'm saying like 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, they didn't have jobs. They didn't have bills to pay.
Yeah, they
and all
did.
these-
Everyone had jobs.
Motherfuckers hunted. Motherfuckers gathered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they're able to have kids. Like,
Yeah.
Yo,
you know what I'm
dog,
saying?
yesterday
Like,
you didn't gather and I gave you that, so you owe me. You're in gathering that, so you got to gather
I'm
for
gonna need
me
you
and
to
gather.
collect.
Those were the yeah, exactly, mafia style.
I'm gonna need 30 berries by tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. 4 coconut.
Yeah, I wonder if back in the day, if you're like a bitch warrior, you're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have some.
Yeah, you're just at the old guy's tent, like my fucking knee, man. I try to run with the guys, but it's just fucking. If I could just get a cowhide, just I'm good for it, chief.
But imagine like you were like a warrior and then you lost and they're like, you want to have kids? It's like, I probably shouldn't.
No,
You would've already had
no one
kids,
would have
though.
fucked.
We
you.
just lose.
Yeah, you have kids as soon as like 15. You have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Your wife's 11.
That's just insane.
Yeah, dude. Straight
Your
up.
wife's 11.
Yeah, man.
That sounds wrong.
We're talking about caveman, right? That's fucked up, man. They're gonna cancel you, dude. Yo, I'm talking 48,000 BC. Nah,
gonna
man.
cancel you.
Nah, man. Not cool.
They are gonna cancel.
Not cool.
Yeah, man. Give
What
me
are
an
you in the
assessment.
long? So you don't ever want kids, or at one point you want to have kids?
I don't have like I want this.
Yeah.
Never crosses my mind like that.
Anytime.
I'm so focused on just like I have to become. I have to create a career first.
No,
I
absolutely.
don't even
get
have that.
No, I think of it as like an overlap. I used to think exactly what you thought. When I'm ready and it's good and the money is right, I will. And then I'm like, nah, man, it's fucking all overlap. We'll figure it out together. And like,
But what if you don't?
anytime, I will. I promise you, I will.
Yeah.
Because I must. Because the stakes are way higher. The
true,
stakes
yeah.
are way higher. I like stakes, and I just don't want to be the main thing. I don't want to be the main part of in my life.
Yeah.
In the show, I'm in this world where like it's an ego dominated world. We're alone on stage. We're getting to a point where we close out the show,
Yeah.
right? It satisfies the ego. So I think to balance that shit out, you gotta have a fucking family. Check out of that shit. And I think that serves your career too. At the end of the day, it serves your existence on Earth. It serves your career,
Dude,
it serves
so does
everything.
so does not having a kid. I think if you don't have a kid as a comedian,
But if you don't want to have a
probably
kid,
have
I
the
get it.
craziest. If
I
you're,
don't want that. dog.
If you're not a comedian, if you're a comedian, you don't have a kid. Imagine a single comedian who's not married who travels
many.
forever.
There's many.
Imagine the
Tom
stories
Rhodes.
that fucking person has.
and just tells audiences and random people
But
at
like
hostels.
the shit that they don't tell people, like the shit they probably saw late night going home.
You could see we're still traveling. Right? We're
Jesus.
still traveling. We're still getting out there. We're still doing our thing. The stakes are higher though. You just have a unit you've built.
What
right?
about stakes?
Anytime I'm on.
What do you like about
anytime,
stakes?
because it makes everything.
This is a guy that
richer.
goes to casino with $10.
Steaks make you feel alive.
Yeah, that's my boy right there, yo. We both getting in that heroin.
Weird
guy's
stakes.
fighting it.
Weird stakes. You go to a
I
casino
just
with
think-
$10.
100.
That's like $10 at the casino.
Because I don't. There's nothing inside me that's going gamble.
See that I like the
But
stakes of
this
that is more
thing
interesting.
inside me that goes, "Have a little- get ready to die. In my mind, before I die, I gotta pop one out. So it's 1 for 1. In my mind, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah.
this, and I always think death
Is that
because
because your aneurysm headaches you've been getting?
I think I've death is around the corner.
Wow.
Yeah, or maybe I listened to too much Tupac. I don't know what. I feel death around the corner.
Is it what happened with your aneurysm headaches?
I went to the doctor.
Okay.
And she said pretty much hit them with Advil right away. And if they get worse, come back. So I have a tumor. Okay, guys, I am done. This is one of the final episodes.
She gave you none of what
I'm
you
gonna look
wanted.
like Jada Pinkett next episode. Oh wait, I already have it.
Like
with the neck.
you went into that hospital visit.
It was just my doctor.
It was just a conversation. No, I mean like you went into that doctor. It was just a conversation with somebody who's like, do this.
Yeah.
It was nothing. You're
was
not
nothing.
examined
There was
in no
reason
way.
to be there. And here's the one that blew my mind. I was like, oh, my head's been hurting. I want to come in, but I also want to do a physical. I do like an annual. They're like, oh, we can't book those anymore if you're under 50. And I was like, oh, they don't do physicals.
Yeah. Straight up in Canada, we have fucking. You don't have.
This is how shit the hell.
We don't have
is.
preventative medicine. We have reactive medicine. So if you're injured or something, then they're like, oh, well, let's
we can do something with that.
Let's do a physical now to see what the fuck happened. If you're 25,
Your bone is out.
if you just want to know your shit,
Like,
they
nah,
will
dog,
not
something's
test
got to
you.
go wrong first, bro.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man.
But she told you can book an appointment, complain of some bullshit, go in, and then essentially get a physical when you're in there, which is pretty much kind of what she told me. But that's crazy. I was like, what the fuck? You would think as time goes on, they would be like, get a physical every 6 months or something like that, right? You wouldn't think they would reverse it. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
actually, you got 18 years before I could legally see you for a physical. So just fucking drink milk. Actually, don't drink milk.
Dude, that
You know?
job, actually being a doctor in that sense, that's going to get taken by AI for sure.
It should be.
The doctor that does the surgery shit, I think you need that skill still.
But they even use robotics still.
Yeah, but they still need to be able to do it. But like the doctor you go in to visit and they just have a conversation with you about how your head feels and then they tell you to take this, like they're dead. Like, why do we need those fucks?
I don't know. I mean, doctors have expertise that like you need the vision system like of eyes to see. That's better than other shit. But doctor with AI, that's what it'll be for a while before it's just AI. And I personally want a human that just like types your shit in that goes probably herpes, and then they go probably herpes. You know what I mean? Like, give me a guy to say.
I like a nice touch.
Yeah, exactly. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But
you ever
we'll
to
see
go
what
do
the fuck
something
happens.
weird at the doctor's? Like they had like touch your butt or anything?
Buddy, I had fucking like a what's it called? Like
An anal fissure?
yeah, like wart things in high school. I was under so much stress trying to get into university. I had like stress things.
In your asshole?
Not in the asshole.
Just
Just
on
like
your
on the
cheeks.
buttocks. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But close to the asshole.
Yeah.
An inch or so away. In the asshole,
Warts?
that's like a different. I don't know what it was. It was like, you ever get a diagnosis from a doctor that's clearly 90, where it's like, I get there's a level where you've
clearly
seen it all, so
90
you
years
know
old.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's like, in my mind, that's 55. But then when you get the guys that went to medical school in 36. Like in the Great Depression, they're all like, put a leech on it. You know what I mean? Like they're all, the guy's like, anal warts. Like I'm like, I don't know if it's that. I literally just ended up, when I got into university, they went away. I think it was just literally stress of like grade 12, like exams or whatever the fuck.
You got ass warts because of the grade 12 exams, man.
Yeah, I think it was just bumps from, you know, like when you're stressed and you fucking get pimples or whatever the fuck. It was that on my ass.
Was that
bro.
part of the naval questions when they asked if you were fit for service?
Where have you had pimples on your
Yeah.
body?
Do you get warts via stress? Because we can't have that.
I don't think it was warts. Because a wart has to be like removed or freeze dried off or whatever. It just
Were
went
these
away.
whiteheads you had?
I wasn't looking at them in the mirror. They hurt to the touch.
Oh, those are
and they were
pimples.
bulbous.
You ever get an inner thigh pimple?
Buddy, I got curly hair. Story of my life, bro.
Damn, dude.
I actually even got a thing. I got it to the level, it's called folliculitis. What the fuck? Straight up, bro. I used to get them so much where it was like they tell you don't shave. That's why black guys, we just trim. We don't like shave down. Because when you cut the hair, when it comes back, it curls under the skin. Because like if you have straight hair, it comes back out. But when it curls under, it becomes like a little fucking kind of
Ingrown.
like ingrown. Exactly.
Yeah.
And when that happens a lot, I guess it's called follicululu.
So you got folliculitis.
I did. I mean, none of that happens anymore. Again, when stress goes up, it happens like crazy. If you shave, it happens like crazy.
So what do you do to keep your stress down, Hulk?
That's the thing.
I'm always stressed.
Stay the fuck away from engineering.
That's the thing. I'm trying to have a kid.
Yeah, no, that's the secret. Stay away from.
Do what you love.
Yeah.
And like the stress levels, like the head thing, I think is because I'm trying to push Winnipeg. I'm trying to sell tickets to all the stuff. By the way, we gotta do the thing.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to.
At
do
the
that
end of
start.
this, let's do it, and then I'm gonna put it at the beginning.
You ever have somebody tell you something that you're involved in, like their perspective of it, but not that it's wrong. It's their perspective, but it's just so far off from your experience. I was talking to a comic, and they were saying how, you know, they're kind of far from comedy now. They haven't been doing it as much.
What
and
comic?
shit. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
And they haven't been doing it as much as like, you know, I know it's not for me. It just doesn't make me happy. And like, it's not a thing you can be happy in. And I'm thinking.
They said that?
Yeah. I'm like, this is the only thing that makes me
Yeah.
enjoy my life. And I was like,
That's why you left.
how do I navigate this? How do I navigate my way out of this conversation? I was like, yeah, man, for sure.
I told you when I first got in the game, I remember like in San Francisco, I was at an open mic and we're just doing it. And one guy next to me was like, I remember it was like three of us. He goes, it's not like we're going to make it. And I was like, get the fuck away from me, bro.
I love that, man.
Get the fuck away from me.
Give me that energy.
He's like, it's not like we're going to make it. I was like, ugh, get away from me.
When's the last time, jump off this topic, when's the last time you've been to Niagara Falls?
Buddy, it's been a minute. I thought we were going to go on my birthday, but then the scam happened, so we didn't go. But
Oh, how's the fraud going?
I went back. I got my account unlocked. We're Gucci.
They
It
thought
cost
you-
me $7.
Hey,
It's a bounce back. They always get you for 7, don't they? It's either 7 or 42 for NSF or non-sufficient
I hate when the
funds.
bank talks to you about like the fees as if there's some other entity in the bank. It's like the fee you're paying yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be the system. You are the system, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, remember when I texted you the other day and I was saying about how like that person in an audition room that's way too like, oh, everyone just say it's fine, it's all cool, okay? Like we're fine, I'm so cool and casual. I hate this type. It's like you don't need to keep reminding me your emotional state. So it was a commercial audition where you had to like say the word non bread, and it's gonna air in the States. And she was like, "Okay, everyone, it's not nan, it's non. You know, non Solo, Han Solo." So
That's
she says
so
it.
funny.
So she says that. Okay, and we're like, okay.
This was an actor?
No, just like the lady that's like
Non-fat.
she comes out 4 more times.
Non-binary.
And literally does that.
Non-binary.
Not nan solo, non-solo.
Non-binary.
She does that little thing like 4 times. I have a thing where if something gets repeated to me too much, I get
You
like,
check out.
like I get like crazy.
Yeah.
He hulks out.
I can't handle it. And I'm like, why? Why is this who you are? Like I get in my head, I'm like, why?
You know what's funny? The other day, I sent him a video of like the new backdrop. I'm like, yo, it looks sick. And then he says something funny. He goes, ha, in the text, ha, 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 like a long one, right? And then we just keep talking a little bit more. And then he's like, yo, are you going to send something? I was like, no, I will when I get home. And he goes, ah, like the same length. I'm like, man, I thought the first thing was funny. This motherfucker's just got the ha ha bill. As soon as you click H on your thing, just go to ha ha ha. Is that the suggestion?
Dude,
it was like 9
how many ha's do you like to use?
I use 4. When it's real funny, it was a funny thing the first one. So I was like, oh shit, he really laughed at this. But then it was like, I was like, yo, your SD card's with me. I'm like, this fucking prick just dropping the same shit, huh?
I love the video too. I was like, at first when you sent me that, I was like, do you want me to watch this video about you talking about Palestine, or do you want me to see that it's a cool backdrop?
That was like 2 seconds.
I was like, oh no, it really brightens it up.
What's like, oh, you know what it was? It was we did an audition for football players, which is a funny shit, funniest shit ever. We literally just put a camera in the backyard. He got a football, and we just pretended to be football players. Gayest thing I've ever done in my life. And I grew up in Boston, you know what I mean? But this guy, at one point, we do his shit, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm doing a version too. So he holds the camera and does the slate. That's when you go, hi, Abbas, blah, blah, blah. This guy, I'm looking at it later. He's just panting behind the fucking...
Dude, I was out of it.
Hi, Abbas. I was like, bro, you can't even hear me. I have to ADR this shit.
It wasn't even good football. We weren't playing good football.
It was terrible.
Yes.
All my running looked like a stoner running. It looked like outtakes of Pineapple Express. I swear to God. I'm in slippers and an immigrant section hoodie. I'm running. It says the fucking random screening crew on the back. I'm
Dude,
like,
I tried. Like, I got the ball a few times, so I was like, let me try to actually do like sprints running. In the video footage, it just looks like I'm trying to do it in slow motion.
Yeah, I know. Yo, in your mind, you thought you were running fast. No. You don't realize how slow you're fucking going.
So my genetics.
I did this too. Like it was like a cartoon run.
Like that would somehow impact the ability of the camera to pick me up.
So funny to watch. Like it's funny when you're editing an audition. Like I'm not getting it.
I'm not getting this.
And you keep editing. I'm gonna submit because I'm a fucking desperate motherfucker.
You didn't submit it yet?
I did submit. I'm like, even when I know no one is getting this, I'm still like cutting it.
That was the first one in a long while where I was like, yeah, this is not even on the radar.
But
as soon as they see somebody wearing a helmet and pads, they're taking my tape and throwing it in the trash.
But
you were wearing a helmet and pads?
No, we were literally wearing like this. We looked like normal dudes going to work out at the good life.
But I'll be honest, that's the funnest audition I've done in a long time. I'm laughing. I had a good time. I was laughing editing. I'm never booking this in a million years. But
dude, one time I did one with Paul Thompson, and his character was gay. And we were reading it.
Not yours?
Not mine. Finally.
Like, damn, man. They went really far out with this one.
Yeah, they finally
really
got me
open-minded. Yeah.
But you know, sometimes if your girl reads, it's not as good.
Yeah, if an actor reads,
you're like, oh, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah.
So Paul's like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like, we're gonna do this one. Let's do it gay. So, but then I started reading like really gay as the character. He's like, no, you're not gay, and it was just fucking.
And he goes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's get back to it. Yeah.
This kissing scene is just
Yo. He's like, no, we don't have to do that part. No, I mean, if you do, it'll probably be better for the.
Yeah.
It's probably they know the rate. No, dude, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, let's call this bitch.
Let's call it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for tuning in. As always, check us out in Winnipeg. Come out October 27th. Saskatoon, the 4th of November. Regina, the 2nd. And St. John's, Newfoundland, I'm coming back out December 9th. Pull up.
Yeah. I'm in Windsor, October 20th. And then other places on October 27th, 28th, 29th is Sault Ste Marie, Sudbury, North Bay.
Peace.